Greetings, chummers. Strasman here, and welcome back to Shadowrun Returns. Last time we got acquainted with the people of the Union, this happy little family, and I think we bought some more gear. And we got a lead onto the next possible Ripper victim. So that's where we're headed now. Nobody particular sticking out to talk to up here. Just go talk to the taxi system. Taxi time! Take a cab to the South Seattle docks. Yep, that's where we're going. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with this latest victim. Left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. South Seattle's your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets. Repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters of the broken down street. Disreputable is the district's middle name. Your destination, the National Transport Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Alright. Got some, looks like some squatters here. Streetwalker. I'll talk to her in a moment. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? I have security etiquette. Officer McGuire called me in. Needs me to rule out if the killer bypassed security or if they were let in. Of course. I'll open the gate. McGuire's just inside the warehouse. Definitely no holes in our security here. Tip-top shape. Yeah, if I didn't have that, I could have asked the streetwalker to distract the guard. Let me in. It will cost me a bit of new yen, which I think I'm running low on. How much new do I have? Oh, I have a decent amount. And I have some karma to spend, but I can spend that in a little bit. Because I might need it to try to get past some sort of skill check. I'm just remembering the fight that you have here. Ooh, there's lootables over here. I want loot. Go get the loot. Phosphorus grenade and concussion grenade. Ooh, box of grenades. Who doesn't love a box of grenades? That's where I want to go. Let's explore around a little bit so I can get an idea. Because I know there's a firefight out here. And I don't remember everything about it, but I remember it's a pain in the butt. Because it's simultaneously too cluttered to get cleared on the site, but too open to have proper cover. So it's just all kinds of unpleasant. Let's transition to a new location. Continue? Yes. Inside, the large grey warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks. atop a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. The center activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. Yep. Oh, Dresden's there. But I need to talk to Officer Aguirre. That looks like McCluskey. Took your sweet time, didn't you? Yeah, the traffic these days. Fill me in. We had time to go over the evidence while you were en route. Turns out this might not be a Ripper murder after all. Oh. I'll have to keep your eye on the office over there if you want to see for yourself. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. Oh, come on, you don't know what the NTSB is? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes that try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer, and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Spilling corp secrets, not the wisest career choice. Nope, some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his corp master's involvement and try to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Yay. Open the door. Why did you turn to look at me, mister? Ooh, I want to examine the locker first. This appears to be a victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside you can see several of the dead man's personal items. Inspect the toothbrush. Still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. Comb is black plastic. Has some rare gray hair stuck in it. Okay. I know those are relevant for later. But that's much later. The researchers' work cyber-terminal has been left on, presumably by the Lone Star investigators. Case file 95. Case file number 95. Federal Boeing jetliner IDN number 2305. Corporate owner Ares. The plane had several mechanical issues, resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17, 2053. 2:45 a.m. the pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. 2:49 a.m. the co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. 2:58 a.m. the pilot cannot be contacted or located by the plane steward. 3:04 a.m. the co-pilot radios Mayday. 3:12 a.m. the plane crashes into an empty field in western North Dakota. Alright. Case number 96. Case file number 96. Pratt & Whitney unmanned IDN number 327. Corporate owner Ares. Summary redacted. Time log redacted. Yeah, the corps really love the redacted. This file's been corrupted. Okay, so I don't need to know what that one was about. Private notes. The notes that appear pertain to NTSB case file number 96. The crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. the crashes was reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Looking further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renraku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PDA. Because I'm a Shadowrunner, I take opportunities. I'm sure I can find a good home for that pay data. Talk to Aguirre. I want to look back here. Is that a urinal? I need to go right now. A poster detects a woman posing with an assault rifle. Okay, that's an interesting ad to have in a bathroom in a warehouse. Ooh, Dresden. I want to talk to Dresden, because he's always great. Dresden, surprised to see you here. Let me guess, Officer Aguirre tipped you off? Suppose you must have made an impression on him at the market yesterday. Or your credit stick did, at any rate. He chuckles. Anyway, surprise, we've got another Ripper victim on our hands. So what's the story on this with this one? The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looked like he was killed around 2 in the morning. Cause of death, unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Nice hole where his chest was. So, what was on the butcher's shopping list? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may be he just eviscerated within the chest cavity. Is Mikotsky getting any closer to a suspect? Because he couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. Yeah. Don't like McCluskey. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems to be he seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by the childless pursuit of justice. Do you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Yeah. Sounds like the Ripper's taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to refer dead people. However, while there was massive damage to the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants. Which is interesting, since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that. A coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Who's that woman over there? Oh, good, she just showed up. Next coon, I think. I'm going to take a look around. Good look out there. Shannon Half-Sky. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? Yes, he's my older brother. I've asked Bear to help me speak to him. She shakes her head, looking like one who has found herself lost for the first time in her life. I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Were there any other witnesses? As far as I can tell, not among the living anyway. Realization then dawns, bringing the light back into her eyes. Her brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant, and she can barely hear. Yes, there are others. Other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help. They wish to be heard. I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have a run to the place. If you can find personal items that belong to the victims, I believe I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I need at least 2 such items. Can you find them for me? I'll do what I can. I want to know how I opened that locked door up there. I don't want to bother Aguirre at the moment. I'm going to open this door. Because I think the things I'm looking for are strewn about over here somewhere. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Dig through the shoe pile. Sorting through the shoes, you realize there are 3 shoes with no matching pair. A left blue sneaker, a right red high heel pump, and a left black dress shoe. Inspect the dress shoe. The dress shoe is a black lace-up with a rubber sole. Inspect the high heel pump. The pump is a department store knockoff of an Italian brand, otherwise unremarkable. Inspect the sneaker. The sneaker is a child's and has a musty, sweaty smell. All you get is sort of shock, as if from static electricity when you touch it. This may be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Yay! I found a shoe. It's a shoe. And it's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Dig through the trash. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered in the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the earring. The earring is made out of burnished steel, formed the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. Must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Dented lunchbox. Dented tin lunchbox that has seen better days. You can barely make out a face of a grinning troll on the front. Inspect the cred stick. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot it into your PDA. 200 new yen is added to your account. Whoever it belonged to wasn't using it. Find 2 haunted objects. I think I can find more than 2, though. I think I can find 3 or 4. I don't remember what the other pieces are, though. Inspect the comb. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end, and when you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest. Hard. This was one of the items the shaman was looking for. Ah. Let's talk to Aguirre for a moment. If this was a core pit, why did they leave the evidence on the computer? Good catch. That information's probably worth a fortune if you found a buyer. And I know a fence. But to matters at hand. It feels as though you found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a little time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I need. Shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? Oh, McCluskey just got here. Officer Aguirre trails up to the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not some Salish drum circle. Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Now get the hell out. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. Yeah, if it includes reducing McCluskey to a spear on the wall, I'd gladly help you. Unfortunately, that's not something we could do at the point. Actually, I don't think you ever get to kill McCluskey. Shame, really. You could use a comeuppance, but either way. Shouldn't have Sky. That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. There's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Not looking good now, but do you have any plans for this evening? A little breaking and entering, perhaps, under cover of darkness. You sure you're up for this? It may be a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of this. What are your reasons? I thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. Now I'm going to find out... I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. Just smile. Good. I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled new yen from inside a leather pouch, starts cutting out, then shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. Alright. Now to return to the Union. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comm link chirps and the face of Coyote pops up on the screen. Katie looks tense. Hoy, Drusman, you in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by Lone Star. Same old thing. I hear you. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like CVJ ran the squats. Ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. She looks relieved. Whiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers. Bad guys. They hooked him on high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting at BTL labs ever since trying to find him. I'm guessing you have a new lead. It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot. She has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. On my way. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the address. See you soon. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. She walks purposefully, her noose over hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of the building, and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of the fire escape ladder, and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts to climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. Okay. So yeah, Miss Shaman Lady's going to have to wait a little bit. Also, whenever the mission to go save Coyote, I thought it was this mission. This layout. This one gets crazy. Thanks for meeting us, Strassman. I owe you one. No sweat. I figured you could use the backup. Yeah, you never know what sort of firepower to expect from one of these Beetle squats. She broadens. Oh hey, listen, I got good news for you. You know Sam's sister, Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. Least I could do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past the door ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, I don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. That should be easy. I'm an elven ninja. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Coyote and Paco must survive. Find and rescue Gino from these people. Alright, let's rock. PTO Clocker. The orc looks twitchy, his eyes rolling in his head. He scans the three of you, looks past to see if there are others, licks his lips, and nods as if going through some internal checklist. Hoi hoi, how you doing? Good day for a trip, ain't it? She leans in, whispers in your ears. This guy's a clocker, trades work time for chips. Part salesman, part lookout. Probably a signal device for the guys inside. So you want to go on a ride? What kind of rides can I go on? We got it all of it. We got it all. Yeah. What you want to do? You want to do some crime? You want to be bad? We can hook you up. Don't roll that way? Want to be a hero? Be a hero. Got a fairy tale drink, chummers, love. You name it. And you can slag and frag to your heart's content. That's the real thing, right? Slagging and fragging? Don't matter what the trip as long as there's slagging involved, right? Coyote's eyes are hard on her pupils tight little pinpricks of hate. You do stuff too, don't you? Cocker looks around, more nervous now. Maybe, yeah, maybe. For the right price, you can feel it. What it's like to die, what it's like to kill. Well, I don't know what it's like to die, but I know what it's like to kill. Because I got a shotgun. And I've used it. How does this operate? How do I get in? That's the best part. It's a lab. They test the new stuff here. The hottest Drek. You can place a special order and they'll make it happen. Buy a pass card from the guy at the door. It'll get you in and out anytime you want. Then you can buy a Beetle and slot right there. Our guys guard you while you're chipping. Safest way, chummer. Safest way. Just let me in. See you around after this. If I see you lots. Nah. You know, they tell you chips are bad for you. Dirty stuff. Concerned woman. The woman's probably in her 30s, but hard times have aged her. She looks youth concerned. Don't do it, friends. Don't salt that drug they're selling. Beetles are killers. Theirs most of all. So you sound like you know from experience. She pulls back her hair to show you. No implant. Their mouth tightens and her eyes well up in tears. I do, I know. Lost my husband, lost my son, my daughter. They use her to record. Yeah, Beetles work off of SimSense, which are recordings of the emotions and feelings and sensory inputs of a person. You could try to simulate that with a computer, but the only way to really get it good is to use a SimSense actor. Though I think in this case they're not using an actor per se. Yeah, this is not a good place. Yeah, Beetles are SimSense recordings that have had all of the data, all of the inputs and outputs jacked up to dangerous levels. So yeah. Do you have a pass card to get in there? No, but Jamal has. My son's card. He took it off him when his brain fried. Jamal's down the hall. Don't know if he'll give it up, but that's between you and him. What kind of guards do they have on this place? She looked around, frightened whippers. They're serious. This place is backed by the Yakuza. Well, frag. Oh well. I'm a Shadowrunner. I can run. I can fight Yakuza. And then I just disappear into the shadows. Like a ninja. Appropriate, actually. Japanese Mafia. Oh man. Yes, Paco, I know what the Yakuza are. You don't have to tell me. How many and what kind of firepower? There's a guy on the door, Charlie. He sells the passes to get in. He's not tough, blind in one eye. There's another 5 or so wandering around. 2 of them are bad news, covered in magic symbols, mean. Coyote, she's amped, ready. 5 or 6, that's also bad. We have a surprise on our side. Ain't chipheads inside the lab? Yep, all day, all night. And they can be dangerous too. Chipheads dangerous? Once so much chip, they can send them any program they want. They can do whatever they want. Turn them into whores, killers, anything. We're looking for a kid named Gino. Know him? Who doesn't? He's here all the time. Gino's a clocker. Trades his time for chips, like the little errand boy. Saw him go in there this morning. He hasn't come out, so I imagine he's running a dream chip. Got to go. Alright, so I'm going to see if I can pass by the doorman and talk to one of the people up here. This guy, Jamal. Jamal's the look of a long-time chiphead, emaciated, hollow-eyed, but hungry and desperate. What you looking at, Spike Gear? Hey, I got a shotgun. You don't want to talk bad about me. I keep going on about my shotgun. I'm not very good with using shotguns. Thinking you don't have to be good at using shotguns. You just point them and pull the trigger. And hope you don't fall on your butt. I hear you have a pass card. You hear right. I got a few. Sell them at a discount. Charlie charges 50 Numium for them, but I can get you 3 for 400. I was thinking 75. I was thinking slot off. Well then, that's... I don't know how that works, how that's slang, because I know what slot means in Shadowrun slang, but that doesn't work. You know what? I have the 100 Numium, right? Yeah. I could probably force them to pay to charge less, but you know what? I don't feel like doing that at the moment. Because I think it might end up triggering a fight, which then we have a rolling gun fight from the starting door. Sinless and free, ancients. Talk to Charlie. Oh, I forgot that there's a charisma option here that you can totally bypass this guy with. Carter passes right here. Great, have fun. I forgot to read off what he was saying. I just looked at the options. Sorry about that, folks. Keep moving across the bridge. The entire flow of this tenement has been given over to the chaos of chaos of technology and squalor. Across the room, a chromed-out Decker argues loudly with an armed thug, abruptly falling silent as they turn towards you. The shotgun-wielding thug squeaks in panic. It's the crew that took out Stevie J's place. I told you it was only a matter of time. Accusa Decker. The man with the cyber deck calmly speaks with a heavily digitized voice. You messed with the wrong BTL lab. This is a Yakuza operation. With a push of a button, I can make these tweakers into my own personal killer puppets. You're fragged. Dawson, don't attack any of the chipheads. They don't know what they're doing, and you could hurt Gino. No civilian casualties. Got it. I have a concussion grenade. Better than fragging the tweakers if they get caught in the middle. Yeah, first objective. Geek the Decker. Aimed shot. And there's a Beetle operator over here. And Coyote, you got a shotgun and a pistol. And you miss. And you're going to shoot there. Alright, don't shoot any of the chip heads. I need to take out that Decker. Hako, you slag her. Move in position. Coyote. Really? There's no cover there? Actually, no. Let's switch to me. And what can I get? Darn. I need to be sitting right there to access that jack point. Move here. Switch back to your shotty. Waste the security guy. Luckily, the chip heads have horrible chance to hit. Hako, you get there. and waste that guy. Alright, I'll shoot you. And then Jack. Alright, I want to take a firewall. I don't. That's all I have. Wow, I need to get some. I am seriously lacking our programs. Jack in. Move there. Coyote's kind of in the open, but Decker. That guy needs to die. Because if I can kill that guy, all of these chip heads become non-threats. Oh, there's a mage. Okay, I'm in here. Yeah. And I'm just going to kind of block you in with into your little section with firewall. Yeah, this is matrix combat. And I am woefully under-equipped for fighting. I thought I had better programs. Oh well. Take out his ice. And then I just slam him down. Oh, that's a mage. I'm out of ammo. Well, run up and smack the guy with your bat. Okay, that didn't work. Alright, that guy's been dump shot. So... oh, I've been shot. Run over and activate the data control node. Gently wind down the puppets. Won't attack us anymore. Alright. And now head out to the jack point. Jacking out. Shotgun time. What coming do you got? You got medkits. You're going there. And you're using this on Coyote. Let's see. I need to take care of that spirit. Shotgun's out of ammo, but you know what? I don't need ammo on it in the moment. And shoot you. Coyote. Yay, since the spirit was still under the mage's control, kill the mage, kill the spirit. Don't know who that is in the back. Paco. Time to baseball bat to accuse a decker. And you missed. Yeah, that's a hit. Only did 3 damage, but... Ah, chipheads are running. I'm gonna shoot you, and shoot you. And Paco's just going to beat up the Yakuza decker with his baseball bat. Because, you know, that seems like something Paco would do. Yay! Ah, cleared out a drug den. Without killing any chipheads. Gino! Oh man. He does not look good. You eject the beetle Gino's been riding. He gasps suddenly and his eyes flutter open. He looks confused, worse than the other chipheads you've seen. His lips are white and chapped. His eyes sunk into his head. There's vomit on his shirt and sweat on his forehead. When he speaks, his words are slurred. He's burnt. What? What the hell? Who slotted me out? Who fraggin' slotted me out? Coyote is shaking. She looks horrified. Gino, it's me. It's Carla. Gino looks at her with glazed eyes. No recognition. Slot me back in, goddammit. This is bullshit. I don't want to be here anymore. Slot me back in. He looks around the room angrily. His hand reaches for his implant. Coyote grabs his wrist. Stops him. Gino, no. Coyote, be careful. Gino wrenches his wrist from Coyote's grasp and he staggers back, reaches under his shirt and pulls out a gun. Coyote watches him horrified, with tears in her eyes. Gino wears it around, blinking wildly. Back off, just back the hell off. Drop the gun, Gino. No, you don't. You can't understand what it's like out here. I'm naked. I gotta slot in. Get away. He points the gun at Coyote. You're not going to stop me. I'll friggin' kill you first. Gino, no. And you missed. And, you know, she just shoots him. Paco, I'm sorry, Carla. So sorry. Coyote looks at you, tears in her eyes. He was shooting. You had to take him out. I'm not stopping. Not now. Not ever. She looked at the Paco, back at you. The angel of death. A real rain is coming to Seattle, and it's going to wash the scum off the streets. I'm going to burn every mother fraggin' Beetles shop in the sprawl until they're all gone. Every mother fraggin' one. Shannon's plan is the best lead you've got to find out more about the Ripper. But getting back into the warehouse is going to require some support, in case the dreck hits the fan. The Seamstress Union will have exactly what you need, a fixer. Finding this necessary middleman and deal broker is the key part to most plans involving Shadowrunners. A good fixer is worth the union. It's their job to have the contacts and know who's good at what. They'll put together the team you need. Magic support, skilled street samurai for muscle, and a no-hot decker for matrix work. Running the shadows is a life and death gamble. It pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. Alright, and we're back at the Union. I'm going to need to head up Mr. Lila, a fixer, for some more runners. But sadly, they'll have to wait till next time. Which will get the get some more runners to help us hit the warehouse, and then we'll find out, hopefully find out about the Ripper. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below, and we'll see you next time.